Hello, everybody. My name is Alexander Wong, and I'm with Millennium Interstate Realty. Welcome back to the August 28th edition of our Real Estate Weekly newsletter. So, in this week, I am going to be talking about the 9 steps that you should be taking to prepare to sell your home, or in case you think about it in the future, you can set this aside, jot this down, whatever that may be. We're talking about why the small things matter and what are some certain things that you should take care of that you wouldn't necessarily think of in the first place. So I definitely know that selling your home can be extremely overwhelming. However, it does not need to be complicated, right? So, you could make a great impression with your buyers by whipping your house up into shape, making sure it's ready to sell without breaking the bank, right? So we want to help you avoid the downfalls of essentially going out there just saying, "Oh, here you go." Even a lot of small things could either make you an extra dollar or at least make the showings more envisionable for the buyer walking in that home, right? Because when they come in there, they're going to want to see themselves there, essentially. So, first things first, I would like to say is to complete a pre-sale inspection, right? This is where you just want to make sure that everything in your home checks out before it hits the market and you could tackle any issues early on and avoid last minute surprises. So I'm going to be talking about dirty air filters and HVAC systems, signs of past infestations, plumbing clogs, cracked or broken screens on windows, broken appliances, water stains on the ceilings, or any leaky faucets or of that nature. Now, obviously, you want to just do your best, keep it quick and expensive and upgrades to make sure your home is ready for listing. Even if you don't have, let's say, 6 or so months, it's possible to be quick, right? So, and these small things can help give you that little bit of an edge to that person walking in your door. Now, setting the perfect price for your home, there's a lot of things that go on in the market that you have to be aware of. Hiring a real estate agent is especially important to have the right one as well, not just any agent, one who will go out there, who will fight for you, who can go ahead and market your property efficiently and get it in front of the right eyeballs. But essentially, perfectly pricing your home is important. This is something that you discuss with them, and as I mentioned before, the market fluctuations. So you don't want to go too rocket sky high or go too rocket low and create a massive bidding war that's going to become extremely overwhelming quick. Now, there's a lot of things that can lower your home's value. I would just say main things off the top of my head would be a damaged roof, right? That's a big red flag. Poor workmanship, right? Let's say if somebody hung up your kitchen cabinets with Elmer's glue. I know that's a joke, but stuff like that. Any noisy spaces, rattlings, outdated rooms, or deferred maintenance that should have been done. Anything like that could kind of hurt a little bit. Now, as you go through this, I personally find it's a lot easier to go out and map out a to-do list, right? You could start some of your repairs from big to small, or before a home inspector or appraisal finds them, you want to make sure that you kind of have an idea of all the little things that will help keep your home maintained. Now, one thing that's also overlooked is a deep clean of your home as well. So, cleaning the carpets, your windows, kitchens, bathrooms, doors and walls, or baseboards, anything in that sort can really put a picture in a buyer's mind of what they could see themselves in, right? Because most people like to be clean and tidy. So essentially, they want to see that there. Now, also, as you get ready to sell, unfortunately, it's the time where you have to declutter and depersonalize your home. So I know even me, you see I got the pictures hung up in the back. That'd be horrible to take down, but when that time does come, you will have to do that because, again, it all revolves around that picture painting, right? So consider you may even rent a storage space to put stuff, clean up certain things that are old, I don't know, expired food, anything of that sort. Tidy up all your cabinets, right? Clean and organize closets, clean floor spaces, store less used item in plastic containers. You can hang shoes on the door with a shoe rack. You can also do fabric storage cubes, anything of that sort really helps out. Now, something that's actually interesting that I've read online is swapping out older light fixtures with newer ones to brighten spaces and to help remove dust and make sure that you have up-to-date essential light bulbs. Now, technically, when it comes to home staging, experts say that they recommend using warmer shades of light, and your foyer entry light fixture should be fresh and modern, right? So that's what they said, but it's essentially just setting the tone for your house, right? Now, if this is needed, you can also paint your home with fresh, neutral colors, essentially to keep your home in a fresh, new feeling for a person. Or even just simply touching up or upgrading your home's exterior as well. Some people neglect the exterior, like garage doors, patios, front door, other windows and all that. Your lawn care, bushes, anything of that sort. And obviously your curb appeal if you have trees or a backyard, pool. So those are just some of the 9 different ways a seller could prepare their home for purchase. You don't have to take all the recommendations, but those are just some ideas in case you have nowhere to get started. Anyways, that is all for me. If you have any questions, of course, you can reply to this email down below, or if you're coming from YouTube, you can also leave a comment. So thank you everyone so much again. I look forward to seeing you next newsletter. I hope you have a great rest of your week and have a good one.